Hi guys, today I want to talk about something which is lately running on my mind few months firstly, or few couple of days or months, whatever. So let's get into the topic very quickly. So and don't mind me if I make a mistakes, in case of an accent, in case of a grammar, in case of a language or anything. I just want to tell what I felt. So I just want to record a camera. So I have a lot of work to actually, but I don't want to do anything because I just feel nothing. I want to just take rest or something. So that's why I'm doing this video. So let's get into the topic. Today I want to talk about something social media and Gen Zs, and these are interrelated. The topics which I'm talking about, these are interrelated. So yeah, coming to the point, social media. What is social media? Social media is nothing but I'm talking in the era of the 90s or early 2000s. Okay. What is social media? Social media is just a platforms. It can be Instagram or YouTube, anything. It can be anything. It is just a platform to show or to share the feelings or the stories or whatever we feel or we had in our lives. That's it. We have to share that it. It doesn't matter what I share, how I share. No, it doesn't matter at all. Social media is this, according to the 1990s field, 1990s era and 2000s, early 2000s. I say. This was the thing with the social media. Now, just a minute. I want to check the camera if it is recording or not. Yes, it's recording because I don't want to lose my content, right? Sorry. Into the point, this was early 20s, 2000s, and all of this. Even right now, it is the same definition. Social media is just a platform to tell or share our feelings or opinions or whatever we feel inside us to the public, to the group of friends, right? So that's it. That is nothing but social media. Now people have forgotten everything. Like they have renamed or redefined everything when it comes to Gen Z. Even I am also Gen Z, but I don't belong completely 100%. I don't identify myself as a completely 100% Gen Z. I want to trying to say something is that Gen Z is redefined everything. They uh, gave a new definitions for everything, and also they made definitions which doesn't have even definitions before. So yes, I'm just talking randomly. I don't know, but I'm trying to tell what I'm feeling, what I felt. What I'm trying to say is that Gen Zs have redefined everything. The point which I told why means because see what happens is in the current generation there is something called as aesthetics. People are so obsessed with the aesthetics that if they don't maintain the aesthetics, they are called chaplis. You see, if they don't follow the aesthetics or if they don't follow the trends, they are called chaplis, and they don't belong to the people here itself. Like most 90% of people are what do you say that this following aesthetics and maintaining aesthetics, being cool, etc., etc. Yeah, that is also fine, but don't call the person or point out the person who don't follow the aesthetics or whatever the trends and current trends. Don't call them chapri or they don't belong here because every person have a distinct this kind of thing, right? Uh, the main point I was trying to highlight is Instagram stories or Instagram post itself. Recently, I've noticed something is that people before they used to post a lot in the Instagrams, like in the 2015, 16, 17 eras. They used to post a lot videos, stories, anything, like everything. Just randomly post or something and just write a random caption and just post it. They doesn't care about the likes, about the comments, nothing else. They just post it, and just it's like a actual social media thing, like not of fake ones. It is an actual real use of a social media thing. But lately, moving on to the 2020s and about the 2020s, what happened is people evolve with the aesthetics, especially coming to the Gen Z part. They focus on aesthetics more than being actual persons. Like they want aesthetic posts, they want aesthetic stories, they want to be cool with stories. That increased so much that the person who don't follow will have that black mark in the society. I don't want to call it a society, but still, like example, uh, even currently now I have some friends or I know some person I know. They post random shit on the stories. Like they post 5 to 10 stories every single day, or else 1 to 2 stories every single day. Just randomly post. They randomly keep pictures in the online. Sorry, on their life, in their life, just offline. Everything they just post randomly. They don't care about this likes, etc. What they feel, they just put it out in the story. Then I felt that this is the real use of a social media, right? They don't care about aesthetics and making, that frame into thing, that making aesthetics, etc., etc. They don't care about anything at all. They just post randomly, just put their photo and just write a random caption and the random emojis. They post it because they I personally I feel that they have understood the real meaning of social media, because social media is just a media thing. It is just a platform to show or tell what we feel. Even though even I know some people who still want to post like this, but they are not not posting like this because they are afraid of people's judgment. Like if I post it like this is not so much aesthetic. People will think that I don't know aesthetics, and my aura will be aura level will be changing. Right? So this is the point of view or a level of thinking the people have. I hope you understood what I'm trying to say, because I feel that I'm not putting out the point which I really felt. I'll try to make it simple. Is that simple thing? Social media is just a platform. I want people who have to share random shit, like they post anything with a random caption, don't care of aesthetics. That's the real meaning of what you say, social media. But the people who follow aesthetics, I'm not against the aesthetics. Even I follow aesthetics. At the same time, not everything is meant to aesthetics. Like don't care about like while putting on Instagram, so you have to use certain font, certain emojis, certain songs, certain poses, etc. I don't feel that a real thing. The one who puts a lot of stories, the one who just spams the account with a post randomly, random caption, random images. That's the real use of a social media, I say. Now, currently, it has all completely changed. Now, social media is used not just for sharing the opinions or feelings. It has been market. It has been entire marketplace for an entire nation. I say they sell the products and they buy the products and do everything. But apart from the feelings or the things which they want to say, so that's the thing, or like a loophole which I feel that I didn't like it. I don't know why, but I didn't like it. This is just to share that I didn't like it. It is not. It did not mean that I want to point out something and point out someone. You are wrong. I'm right. No, that is not the case. I'm just saying that this is the thing I don't like. Social media, just normalize things. When someone randomly posts or randomly put up a story, just feel like okay. Even like when I try to put up a story continuously for a day, I mean in a day I want, if I want to put 2 stories, but somewhere I feel that okay, am I trying, am I being annoying to the persons, or I am not being too aesthetic to not following that trends and like certain level of aesthetics in the stories. So there's a feeling which will definitely go in my mind because I have a friends and a family or whatever who follows next level aesthetics and as well as no aesthetics as well and mid aesthetics also. So somewhere I feel like maybe I'm not too aesthetics. People will judge me that he don't have aesthetics. But no, people is obviously I should not care about people if I'm talking all of this. I should randomly push. But I'm trying to say that why it has been changed like this. I'm not understanding why this is not changed like this. Why something like this has changed. Because social media is just right. Yes, I'm saying again and again the same topic, but still, understand what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, okay, so, and the conclusion, if I want to conclude, I say that, you know, post randomly things because this is your account you made for yourself, not to show for aesthetics. If you really want to, I say to myself, if I want to post aesthetics only, I make a separate account and maintain some separate aesthetics for only that account, and I make another account which I post randomly shit. Don't care about anything, nothing, no judgment, etc. Even I made an account for myself to post such like things.